Right over the city.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl T-Bomb from Spotlight Over the City. And guess what? I have an exclusive interview with one of my favorites in the entertainment industry. This young lady has been an underdog, underrated. But let me tell you something. In 2022, you all are going to see exactly why I have been trying to get her on the show for a very long time. This young lady is super talented. She does some amazingly dynamic things with her voice. She hails all the way from North Carolina and now living out in LA. We caught up with her on the West Coast and she gave us some of her time, and I cannot wait for you all to meet our newest Spotlight family member. You all, please welcome to the show, Paris PJ Jones.
My name is PJ. I'm from North Carolina. I have a song out with Common called Imagine and What D Say that's going pretty crazy. And then on my side, I have my song Element out with
Elements.
And also on Christmas, it's Christmas. I have my Christmas song, Single on Christmas, for all of those who are single on Christmas. They don't want to be, and people who've accepted it and don't have a problem with it.
So, PJ, why don't you tell our viewers and listeners a little bit about that time you went on tour and opened up for K. Michelle? I think that was like back in 2016. Tell us a little bit about what went on when you were on tour with and opened up for K. Michelle. What was that like?
She's amazingly talented. And she let me open up for her on this tour, and it was dope. So it was a dope experience. And that's why I met Ro James. It was me and Ro James had some dates. So that's why I met Ro. Me and Ro are tight. But it was just a dope experience to be out there. And it's like, I love performing. Like, that showed me how much I love to perform. I actually love performing over everything now. For me, that's my favorite thing to do.
That was one of my questions I was going to ask you, because you're a great songwriter. I was going to say, if you had to pick between being a songwriter and a singer and performing, what would you pick?
Performing over everything.
Over everything. I love it. I love it. Okay, so lots of amazing voices have come out of North Carolina. Lots. We've got Anthony Hamilton. We've got Fantasia. We've got, Casey and JoJo. We've got so many amazing voices out of North Carolina, but you got something unique. You do a lot of different things with your voice, and you are super talented. Is this one of the reasons that you consider yourself a chameleon, because you do so many different things with your voice?
Yeah, I think I am a chameleon, and I think I think I just do what music calls. I think when you are a writer, it's like you get to be an actor for the day and pretend, because it's like just what happens to me, like my influences. I feel like I have a lot more rap influences than I have singer influences. So I think I think you're a chameleon based off of like how many worlds you're familiar with. Like, if you grew up in hip hop, you grew up in R&B. If you watch MTV, you learn pop and all that other stuff. And then I played in the orchestra. Like, I've just always been around music. So it's just like, it gives me like little cards. I can like,
That's what I love. That's what I love. That's what I've been loving about you and your journey and some of the different unique things that you've done. And because you are so multi-talented, is it hard to place you in one particular genre of music? Like, when people say, like, well, what is she, R&B? Is she hip hop? If they try to put you in a category, which is difficult because you're so versatile, where would you put yourself?
I would not put myself in any category, to be honest. I feel like I have 2 points. First off, all music is Black music. You know what I'm saying? And the little putting people into categories, and we already know like how politically Black artists, no matter what type of music they put out, will be thrown into the R&B category regardless. So I think if there was a genre, mine would just be motivation. Like, I want you to get through whatever's going, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you're going through. I think I make, how they had that book series, it was like chicken noodle soup for the teenage. So I think I make like my own chicken noodle soup, and I'm very proud of it. And I'm also proud of the fact that, my music, when you listen to it, you can be a boy, you can be a girl, you can be anything, you know what I'm saying? It's not gender specific, like, not even, it's like, it's so much more. I talk about with the new music I'm putting out next year, because next year I'm planning on dropping like heavy hitting, like slinging. Yeah, because the last piece of music I put out earlier was, the remix with Full Millie, which came out at the top of the year. But I just been trying to, spinning wheels, like, and then it's like I recorded so much music. My whole career is based in Los Angeles, right? But I'm from North Carolina. I'm a Southern, I won't say belle, because I'm like a Southern, I'm Southern. Like, I'm from North Carolina. I was born in North Carolina. I moved to Atlanta when I was 13. I went to school in Tennessee. And so it's like, I feel like when I got signed, I didn't come home that often. But it's like, they say, like, Future said, like, he had to move, like, he was living in Los Angeles, and he had to move back to Atlanta because it was changing the sound. Mm-hmm. I think this who said it. And I honestly feel like I'm getting back to my roots, and I've been seeing my friends a lot more, because LA, I love LA, but there's some genuineness missing to it, I think. And even just because it's just like the city, it's like, it's not, that's New York City, that never sleeps, is New York, but it's, the city is just so, I don't know, I just want to be around regular people you name. Yeah, like, so I'm kind of missing that. And I'm missing, like, first of all, the food in LA is trash. And I just miss my family.
Well, when you compare to North Carolina, yeah.
Yeah, but it's just not good. Like, yeah. I don't know. But even New York food is amazing, but LA is just, I don't know what happened. It's just, I don't get it.
You missing home, you missing the good Southern comfort foods and all of those things. Are you going home for Thanksgiving?
I'm going to see my friends in Memphis. So I'm excited.
Oh, that's right. You did say that.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I have a lot of friends, because I went to school at NTSU. So I have a lot of friends from Memphis and Nashville. Just that whole, Tennessee is a big impression on my life.
When you do stuff like that, so when you go to Memphis, is there any opportunity for you to, like, sing somewhere? You're going to be, do you get booked for anything, or do you kind of like,
I have. I'm not doing shows right now because I'm trying to focus on the music. Mm-hmm. But when I do go on tour, I used to always tell my team, like, yo, I'd rather be on tour 365 days a year. I love performing. You'd be surprised how many people don't like to perform.
Okay, so back to you, ma'am. What has been one of your biggest hurdles in your journey as an artist?
I think one of my biggest hurdles is, I think, just getting to that next level of confidence. I think when I got signed, I was like super shy, like, because that's how I was in high school. I was super shy, kind of like scared of my own voice. And when you get signed and then thrown, like, if you never had like that basic level of confidence, you know what I'm saying? It could kind of like make you a lot more vulnerable, because when you start to question, like, when people start saying things, make you question what you're doing, who you are, not having that, that foundation built already is like a struggle to do when you just hit the ground moving,
Yeah.
So I think that was my biggest hurdle. And then I think my second biggest hurdle is being a little too creative sometimes. I'll hear one idea, I hear one. So just figuring out the best way to channel exactly what I'm hearing. And then the other thing is just like not really being afraid of a male's opinion. Is like, at first I used to be like hesitant, that's why I have a song called Gangster, which is about like being a nice guy and not trying to make anybody angry, or like not fuck with the things that you're saying. Sorry, not saying
right. No, we cuss on our show.
Oh, okay. So not like, what I'm saying, just being unapologetic about it. I was like, that was something I'm working on, and I'm, what I'm saying, because I believe myself wholeheartedly, but I think just being able to stand in it and know who you are, which is like what most of the new music that I'm making is about.
I love it. All right. So I am a big fan of old school song tracks with new school music, right? And I think I heard Stevie Wonder, All I Do.
Yes.
Yes. One Missed Call is my favorite song, right? Just so you know.
Thank you.
It brought me to thinking about a lot of situations that I have been in. Where you go, girl? There you go. And so, yes, I do hear that, All I Do. So I'm right about that, right? I kept telling Stan, I said, no, it's All I Do. Right? That's the track.
Yeah, that's it.
What was going on in your life when you wrote One Missed Call? Or maybe it was something about the past. Like, what inspired you to write that song? Because that's my favorite. So I had to ask about that.
Okay, so we made the song in Miami. Lamb, he's a producer. Lamb and Big D, they produced it. And I remember when I first heard the Stevie Wonder part, I was intimidated by it because it's like, when things are of greatness, some things is just like you don't want to touch it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I respect Stevie Wonder. I was like, I don't want to touch it. Like, that's too, like, how am I gonna make that better? That's iconic, that's classic. But like, honestly, I really fuck with it. And I feel like what we did was like, people sample songs all the time. And I feel like, you use a sample from a hit song, you make it another hit. It's already proven. And I think why I fuck with my song so much, because I really like being a songwriter, like the merit of a song, like being a good songwriter. So it's like based off of what we were talking about, and being able to sample his music but not take any of the original song of All I Do, like not take his melody for All I Do, not take his song concept. So it's just like, I was proud as a songwriter that I was able to write a dope ass song without using any of his melody or words or lyrical content. So I was really proud about that.
You should be, because you did that.
Thank you.
That you really, really did, and that's why it's one of my favorites.
Thank you.
A little bit of your songwriting skills, like you've written songs for some major people in the industry: Usher, Nicki Minaj, Chris Brown, Wiz Khalifa, Kevin. Like the list goes on, right? Do you have a favorite song of one of the ones you've written for others, not for yourself?
A favorite song that I've written. Not for long. The song Not for Long. I have to.
Okay.
One is Not for Long because it's so funny, because I feel like you hear a lot about guys having muses, like females, but girls can have them too. So the muse that I was using was like my first relationship. So Not for Long was before we started dating, because I was like, we're hanging out, and I was like, well, we hanging out every day, like what's up? Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? So then I wrote this song. I was like, you will be mine, even if you're somebody else's. Not for long. So he inspired the whole thing. That it took me like 15 minutes to write that. You know what I'm saying? So I consider it kind of player, in the story. But he's also the guy that I was talking about that cheated on me in one missed call. So that's like the
okay.
But so, and then my favorite song that I wrote is a song called Fuck It, I Hate You.
Ooh.
And
who'd you write that for? F it, I hate you.
I'm trying to, for some reason it's blowing me right now. Sorry, 1 second. Oh, B Smith, I'm tripping. So I wrote a song called Fuck It, I Hate You for B Smith. And I just, the shit I done witness, fucking these bitches. I love this because it was like Silk inspired it. So we go, I can't even remember, but we did, how
yes.
So
that is okay.
So I was hyped about that.
You are so damn talented. Like
Thank you.
Just what you just did just now in your little, like you say, you listen to that, and that those types of things can inspire people that are talented, and you can just take something like that and write something in 15 minutes. You know,
yeah.
You are just so dope. Okay.
Thank you.
In addition to writing hit songs for some of the biggest artists, you've also collaborated with some artists like G-Eazy, Ty Dolla $ign, Lupe Fiasco, Marsha Ambrosius. More recently, my husband going to be listening to this. I'm like, one of my crushes, Common. You collab with him. How was that?
It's been dope. I consider him like a brother to me. Like,
yeah,
we're family. Yeah, like we be playing basketball in between, like all of us, like Sharky, Boom. These are the other musicians. They're super dope. Isaiah Sharky's an amazing guitar player, and Boom Bishop, he's an amazing bass player. And Kareem Riggins is an amazing drummer. So we all play basketball in between. Like
the recent song that you collabed with Common on, Imagine, has an old school track to it too. Imagine, right?
Yeah,
Renee and Angela.
Yes,
I know my shit. I know my music.
Yeah, you know it.
Yes, I was like, I know that song. So that was a really, really great song. We've been playing that a lot in the studio.
Okay.
Yes, we have. We love it a lot. I just want you to know that everybody, at least in the DMV, We've been like kind of like putting the word out there when it first came out. I think we first heard it in the summer, like July or August. And I just wanted you to know that here in the DMV, we've been like putting that song out there because
we appreciate it.
It's
That's
super
amazing.
lit.
Thank you.
Okay, so you got all these people that you've written for a collab with. So now you're going to be given an opportunity and pretend let's just pretend we're going to manifest it. You're going to be given an opportunity to collab with one artist, and you get to pick whoever it is you want. Cost is not a factor. This person is going to say yes. So who's that going to be?
It has to be one person.
Just one. You only get to pick one. You get to do this collab with this person. Who is going to be?
It's not fair.
I'm
gonna say Drake.
Ooh, yes. And why?
I've just always loved him. Like, not like that, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, musically, I think for me, when he did that whole switch up, he did, hold on, we going on. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I remember being so upset because I was in a place where I felt like, you know, it's like, because I am a Black songwriter, there were times where I felt like I wasn't allowed to like write outside of the box, like not write on top of trap beats and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So it was like when I heard hold on, we're going home, I was like, I thought it was so fire. But I also was like, damn, like, how can I get to make stuff like that? I'm over here just doing this over this trap shit. I'm tired of doing this trap shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I just never forget. I really was upset.
Yeah, he showed you what you can do, though. Drake is one of those people Drake is one of those people who can set the path for different things like that. You know what I mean?
Right. And I just appreciate, because like for me, I was already listening to stuff outside of R&B and hip hop, and it was even like exciting to see, because it was just like, oh, when somebody takes the sound that was popping somewhere else and like brought it over. But I was already hip to what was going on over there. So I thought, you know what I'm saying? I definitely want to be one of those artists that I'm working on my stuff right now, like to carry a wave, you know what I'm saying? Like, let there be, because I am different, like
you
much so. And I'm just ready to like set a trend. Like, I want to be like, if I was going to be a part of any trend, I would like to start it, not follow it. But that would be dope for me.
Trailblazer PJ, yes, you are.
Yes.
It's going to be dope. So that's what I'm saying. We're going to manifest some of those things. The next time that we have an interview on Spotlight Over the City, we're going to be talking about that collab you did with Drake.
Right. That's what I'm here for.
Yes, I'm here for. We're going to manifest that. All right. So what's next for you, PJ? Like, what can we look forward to in 2022?
Okay, next year I'll have more music dropping. I'm hoping to drop like February, March. And I think this will probably be the most music I release in a year. Like, I've been working hard and I'm getting the sonics together, tweaking the sounds, the 808, stuff like that. And yeah, I think it's gonna be dope. I think it's gonna be like a shockwave. Honestly, I think it might be a crazy late year for me, like for real, like, because I just think the things that I'm pulling out and like how I am a comedian and what I've been listening to and what I've been learning, like I've really been studying music for a long time, and I'm excited to like and like
again, on the gas. Yeah,
that's what I'm ready for.
I'm excited for you. I'm so excited for you. You're really far away over there in LA, but I want to say that we have an amazing studio here at Spotlight Over the City in the DMV area. We're right outside of Washington, D.C. And anytime you are even close to the DMV, we got you. We want you to, we will lay out the red carpet for you at that studio.
Okay.
We could do like a mini album release, something.
That would be dope. Yeah, that would be
you know what I mean? And invite some really, we have really great networking here in the DMV with some of the, some of the big time people. So we would love to just let you know anytime, like for real.
Okay.
Time.
Okay, thank you.
In the studio, our studio is so lit too. You know, you can have your entire band. You can get a band from the DMV. We got an amazing stage. It's just so dope, and I cannot.
Okay, yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, that would be nice. I can't wait to like have you live in the studio and have you on set with us and do this all over again after you do your collab with Drake.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm coming back.
Yes. Anything else you want our viewers and listeners or your fans out there to know before we wrap it up?
Yeah, my name is PJ. I'm from North Carolina. I have a song out with Common called Imagine, and what these say that's going pretty crazy. And then on my side, I have my song Element out with
Elements.
And also on Christmas, it's Christmas. I have my Christmas song, Single on Christmas, for all of those who are single on Christmas. They don't want to be, and people who've accepted it and don't have a problem with it. You should listen to it.
Yes. And how can people follow you and support your music?
You can follow me at JustPeej, JustPeej. And it's Peej. It's when you see PEEJ, it's Peej. It's not PJ. Just want to let people know, because I know some people don't know. And then the Twitter is at JustPeej too, and then YouTube is JustPeej. So yeah, PJ Element, I'm here.
Yes, she is here, you all. Now, I mean, I always put artists on the spot, so you can go ahead and you know, shut me down if you want to. But if you're near keyboard or if you're near anything where you want to just give the DMV a sample of what PJ is all about, I'm here for it. I'm just saying, you know.
Oh, you put me on the spot.
I did.
What should I sing? I'll sing your favorite. Okay.
Oh.
But you know, it's not a whole bunch of runs
in
the song. But
no,
it's weird.
I know. Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
You got.
I'm pressed.
Hey. Okay. I got one missed call, 2 times hanging up, 3 FaceTimes, 4 not picking up, 5 you play, 6 times rolling up, 7 all days. This shit great. I got 1 missed call. I was like halfway through and I was like, dang, why didn't I just sing Imagine?
Yes, I love it. I love you. We love you here in the DMV, honey. And
I received the love. I send it back.
You are considered a part of our Spotlight family now. Once we have someone on the show, we say you are part of our Spotlight family. Anytime that our platform can help you in your journey and you need us to put something out there on our show, put it on our platform, the answer is always going to be yes. Whenever, like I said, whenever you're in the DMV or planning to come to the DMV, please let Spotlight Over the City know so that we can roll out the red carpet for you at our studio here. And yeah, and I just wanted to say thank you so much. We appreciate all that you're doing out there in the industry. And honey, listen, when you said the underdog, I predict that word is going to go away really soon. 2020.
Oh, thank you.
Listen, no, for real. Like we are claiming it because there is so much of you for the world to see. And I can't wait. I'm super excited about it. I really, really am. And that comes from
thank you.
Like
I appreciate that, Terry.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, well, thank you so much. And I hope you have a good Thanksgiving.
Yes, you have a great Thanksgiving. You have safe travels to Memphis. All right, y'all, that is a wrap. We love you, PJ, and we will catch up with you when you come to the DMV again.
Okay, thank you. Okay. You have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Spotlight over the city.